I'm Allison for Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and today I'm going to show you how to properly dilute your products. So shampoo, conditioner, brushing spray, whatever it is that you need to dilute, this is how you do it. So the first thing I'm going to say is that often when we dilute products, getting the correct dilution ratio is really just half of the process. And the other half of the process is making sure that that product, typically more important for shampoos and conditioners, is fully emulsified in the water. And if you don't understand what that means, guess what? I'm gonna show you that today. All right, so first of all, let's talk about dilutions, right? So you grab your bottle of shampoo. Typically, I like to read what's on the label, right? Shampoo companies spent a lot of time and money deciding at what concentration their products worked properly. And if you under-dilute the product, sometimes it might be harder to rinse, although that's not always the case. But maybe you're wasting a bit of money because you could have made that shampoo or conditioner or whatever go a little bit further, right? As well, if you over dilute the product, that's where I think you get into more trouble, because that's when you're really diluting what you're asking that shampoo or conditioner to do, right? So if you're asking it to add more volume and you're supposed to dilute it 8:1 and you dilute it 16:1, it's just like going to be at half strength. It's not going to do the job that it could do. The other two things are, we recommend that you dilute your products in distilled water. And the reason that we say this is that's how shampoo companies test their products, is with distilled water. If you're using your own water, whether it's well water or city water, it could have other hard minerals in it. It could have chlorine from the city or whatever. And this could affect the outcome of the diluted product. I mean, if you think your water like tastes good and is pretty good, then yeah, like go for it, use your own water. But you know, the actual recommendation is that you use distilled water. The second point is I like to only dilute as much product as I'm going to use that day, right? So I'm not going to take my gallon of shampoo and just like dilute like 18 gallons if I'm just washing one toy poodle that day. So I'm just going to dilute about as much as I'm going to use that day. That way, also at the end of the day, if I'm dumping it out, I'm not like throwing away a lot of product. And the reason we say this is also when you are diluting it, especially if you're not using distilled water, there is a chance that contaminants in the water can just work up with the shampoo or conditioner and create something that, you know, we don't want to deal with. Also, like, how long has that shampoo or conditioner been sitting around, right, once you've diluted it? So that's kind of like the ABCs of that, okay? Okay, so first we're going to get into diluting. How do we dilute and what does it mean? Okay, so we're just going to use 8:1. This could be 4:1, 16:1, 50:1, doesn't matter. We're going to use 8:1. So what does that mean? That means that you're going to use 8 parts of water to 1 part of the product, shampoo or conditioner. 50:1 means 50 parts of water to 1 part of the product, shampoo or conditioner. 4:1, you guessed it, 4 parts water. 1:1, equal amounts, right? So this is where a lot of people get confused. So when it says 8:1, it's not 8 parts of the shampoo to 1 part of water, it's 8 parts water. All right, so here we have a nifty handy dilution bottle. You can get these lots of places. You can get them from different dog show distributors. You can get them at a beauty supply, etc., etc. So here we have different fill lines, and I chose 8:1. And so that means I filled it to here with water. You probably can't see that very well, but like I filled it to this 8:1. It says clearly on the bottle 8:1. And then I'm going to fill from that line to the concentrate line with my product. And that's how I get an 8:1 dilution, right? So if I was using this product here, so you can see that I filled to that concentrate line. So I filled with water to the 8 to the concentrate line. And now I have a dilution of 8:1 of this shampoo. Now, what you might also see is when we look at this, right, we can see that the shampoo is heavier than the water. So it went to the bottom of the bottle, and then the rest of it is now water. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about dilution is only really getting, like, the correct ratio is really only half of the dilution process. So I kind of got out another product here to show you what I mean, right? So here we have a glass measuring cup. And so if this, if I was mixing this 8-to-1 and that was 8 parts water, and then I went to put my product in, you can see quite clearly that the product does not want to mix with water. And to me, this is like a good problem to have. That means that your product isn't full of water, right? So you have to emulsify it or fully incorporate that shampoo, whether it's shampoo, conditioner, brushing spray, whatever it is, into the water, okay? There are many, many ways to do that. So my favorite way is to have it in an open container like this, and to use something like a frother, a hand blender, a regular mini egg blender, and just blend this up so that the product, your shampoo or conditioner, is fully incorporated into the water. Doesn't take very long. So we turn this on and we just get in there. And you can see after just a couple seconds, right? Now the solution is fully incorporated in the water. We don't want there to be lumps of your shampoo or conditioner. We need it to be fully incorporated or emulsified into the water. So this is the second step of your dilution process. The first step is correct ratio. The second step is fully emulsifying. I cannot stress to you how important this is. Otherwise, when you're using that product on your pet, you're going to get water, 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 big junk glug of shampoo, which means like wherever the water, water, water went, you're not getting any suds or any conditioning properties, and then you're just gonna get way too much in the middle of the back or on their left back foot or wherever the shampoo decides to come out, right? So, I mean, obviously there's more than one way to, do this. We could also use like a measuring cup like this, do the 8-to-1 ratio, and this just has like a little wire whisk. We all have one of these hanging around, and we could shake it up that way. We could also do it just in this bottle like we showed with the 8 parts water, the 1 part shampoo, and we could simply shake this up. But you can see, right, like even though this isn't a very, the color of the shampoo is like fairly similar to the water, this, you're not really sure, right? So there's lots of room for human error, especially at the beginning if you're just using one of these. So, I like to sometimes do my dilution in here, the 8 parts water, the 1 part product, dump it into a big open bowl. I use a hand blender or I used to use a hand blender all the time actually, and now I use one of these little frothers because these are super cheap and just easier to wheel around because my hand mixer has a cord and this just has a little USB. And like this literally lasts for like 4 months because, you're only using it for 10 seconds to mix up your shampoo. So that's really how I like to do it. Then I like to dump it back into my application bottle, right? So then it can be applied from here. But however you're doing it, the important takeaways are when it says 8-to-1, 4-to-1, 10-to-1, 16-to-1, you do the water first. So no matter what your dilution bottle is, 8-to-1, 16-to-1, right here, this has 20-to-1. I would fill the water all the way to here, and then my product to this concentration line. Lots of different bottles out there, but that's the idea. The 2-1, the number is the water. The 1 is 1 of your product. Then fully emulsifying, which means fully incorporating your product into the water so there's no lumps, blumps, glugs, lines, whatever of shampoo or conditioner in the water is super, super important. And bada bing, bada boom, you're done. So I hope that this helped you understand how dilution ratios work and what fully incorporating your product into the water looks like and an easy way to do it. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, thanks for watching today's video. Please leave us a comment below, let us know what you thought, and as well, if you have any ideas for future content that you'd like to see, you can put them down there as well. You can head over to leadingedgedogshow.com where you can find our free, premium, and subscription content, and we'd love to have you join us there. As well, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications, that way you never miss another free video tutorial. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.